Hello. Just gonna wait for some people to jump on here. I always try to give this a couple seconds, but then I start talking right away because that's what I do. Okay, this part kills me. I'm just gonna start talking. People can watch the replay. Never mind the boxes behind me. They're a mess. Okay, taking a look at the Santa Claus. Okay, squirrel. So you guys might have seen the thing called the skinny jeans challenge. It's a new blend some people have come up with. Some gal is like, oh, I've been doing all this stuff, and I noticed I lost a bunch of weight. So everyone's like, oh, we want to do that. We want to lose weight. Great. I am 100% for everybody wanting to lose weight. But I want to talk about the oils in this challenge and what they will actually do for you. The weight loss is kind of a side benefit that I think I've seen one or two people said they didn't have any weight loss from it. Most people have, which is great odds, by the way. Let's face it. We are all different. Everyone is just going to have different reactions to things. But I want to talk about this skinny jeans blend and what's so great about it, why it does wonderful things for you, whether you lose weight on it or not, although a lot of people have been losing weight. Another thing I wanted to mention is it's the middle of December, and most people are like, I was going to start something January 1st. Why not start now? You can be the one person in your family that says, I lost weight over the holidays. Ooh, right? Totally. All right, so let me get my notes out because I want to make sure I get this right. So the skinny jeans is 2 drops each of turmeric, yarrow palm, black pepper, and pink pepper. So you're like, that's a weird blend. Agreed, it is. I've been taking turmeric and yarrow palm together for back issues, and they've done wonderfully well for me. I didn't even think about any other aspects other than, this is so backwards. I can do this. There we go. Any other aspects other than the pain management, basically. But as we look into these new oils, we find there's so many more uses for them. So when I looked at them as far as the metabolism thing, I found lots of great information. You guys know me and my clinical brain. Once they're like, this thing causes weight loss, I'm like, I'm going to figure out why. So the first thing I found was turmeric is not just a really potent anti-inflammatory. It's really good for autoimmune issues. And a lot of people who have autoimmune issues gain weight because there's so much their body's dealing with and it can't focus on what it needs to focus. Also, widespread inflammation can make you gain, can make you gain weight also. Because your body, again, is working so hard to deal with that issue. It can't focus, it's saving food for fuel to work on these other issues. But another added thing about turmeric is it boosts your metabolism, and it's also really good for high cholesterol. So if you're trying to lower your cholesterol, that is a byproduct of being overweight many times. Not always. We know people with high cholesterol who are skinny little beanpoles, but a lot of times they go hand in hand. So those are some added benefits of turmeric. Yarrow palm, this is such an interesting oil because it's part oil and part nutritive complex of pomegranate. Pomegranate's not an essential oil. That's why this is called an active botanical nutritive duo. It is not called an essential oil. So the yarrow is the essential oil. The yarrow is an antioxidant, a really powerful antioxidant. It also gives a metabolism boost, and it's really good for digestion. It'll really kick your digestion process up and get it moving. The pomegranate part, though, is a fatty acid. It's actually an omega-5, which is something we don't get very easily in our diets. And it supports the liver and pancreas. And those are very important as far as detoxifying your body, pulling things out that need to be discarded and moved through the digestive process. So that's why it supports your weight loss journey. A lot of these things you're going to find out are just really good for digestion. If your stomach's not working right, nothing's working right. Next is pink pepper. This is seriously quickly becoming one of my favorite oils. Really starting to love this guy. So it fights fatigue. Hello, who needs that in their life? If you have adrenal fatigue, this little guy, this and basil are going to be your 2 best friends. So fights fatigue, also fights metabolic syndrome. I know I have read about metabolic syndrome before. It's akin to adrenal fatigue, but basically it's where your metabolism is just so done, it just kind of peters out, and it's so hard to jumpstart it again. And it actually, like in the book, says this helps fight obesity. It says it right here. I'm reading it. It says, use for, oh, I'm on black pepper, not pink pepper. I'm like, where did it go? I know, I just saw it. stand by. I'm going to read it word for word for you guys. Pink pepper. It says, use for metabolic syndrome and obesity, blood sugar balance, and cholesterol. Take 2 times a day and or diffuse with grapefruit and clove. There you have it from the book. Obesity, blood sugar. Okay, diabetics out there. Girls and boys, I know how hard it is for diabetics to lose weight. Holy macaroni. Keeping your blood sugar balanced naturally. Oh, how great would that be? So we have that. And then they have black pepper, which is awesome. So we've known for a long time that black pepper was a gem in disguise. If you haven't known this, come talk to me. We need to talk about black pepper. There's so much more to it than the digestive properties we're about to talk about. This is called the poor man's Melissa. You guys know a lot about Melissa. It's really powerful antiviral. Black pepper does great things, but the main reason it's in this blend is because of its digestive support. Not to get too TMI with you guys, it's not my information, it's someone else's information, so that helps. But I had a guy at Itovi scan the other day, and he scanned for red mandarin, and black pepper. And he went and rubbed them on his wrists, and like 3 hours later he called me and he goes, can I tell you what? He goes, not to get personal, he's like, but I just had a regular bowel movement for the first time in 3 weeks. Cool, good work. Well, it looks here like it's good for constipation and diarrhea, which means that it is one of those things that's going to put us back at regulation. It's not going one way or the other, it's taking your body and throwing it back into homeostasis. So whatever your digestive complaint is, black pepper is going to be your go-to for that. So it's a digestive stimulant, so it starts getting that digestive tract moving and working the way it's supposed to be. I will note there have been some people that when they first started this, because it's very detoxifying and cleansing and it has all these digestive properties, they have had a couple needs to use the restroom quickly. But that is a short-term effect, and that is just a sign of stuff getting moving. So if that happens to you, please don't be upset. Just know that that's something that can happen. So all of these have some really crazy emotional aspects to them. And I want to bring that up because there have been some studies that really show that our emotions are a lot of our reasons for obesity. It's a lot of our reasons for some of our physical pains. Like if you got hit in the face with a board, like obviously that's not from your emotions, that's because you got hit in the face with a board. But like some of these like chronic pain and chronic conditions that we don't really have like an injury or something that happens, so many of them can be tied back to emotions that we've been repressing. And there was actually a study done that said people who have childhood trauma are way more likely to have chronic diseases and chronic pain later on in life. There's been a couple studies done on that actually, enough to where it's went from a hypothesis to a theory, which means that it's really starting to show that our emotional well-being is so important. So if you look again at these, turmeric is really good for depression and specifically discouragement, when you're really discouraged. What happens when you guys are discouraged? I don't know about you guys, I like to eat bad things. So turmeric's really good for that. Yarrow palm actually releases a lot of emotions. I'm actually going to skip over that for a second because we're going to come back to it. Pink pepper battles negativity. So you all know those people in your life that are just like, and it starts to just wear you down and pull you down. Pink pepper can actually help you bounce back from that and help you kind of be like, I can handle this. Not today, negativity. Positive. All right. And black pepper is just an emotional balancer, and it's actually really good for anxiety. So all these things together can really, really be great for that emotional aspect. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about yarrow palm. Some people that have tried this blend have actually stopped it because the emotional release they have gotten has been too intense, especially if they've had maybe some buried trauma in their life. So I just want to let you guys be aware of that. Like that's a very, very big possibility. In fact, someone had mentioned, what about copaiba in this blend? And for me, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing turmeric, yarrow, and palm and copaiba. And they actually said, copaiba has that same emotional release that yarrow palm does, and you maybe don't want to do them both at the same time when you're just starting out. interesting fact, we've talked a lot about copaiba and the cannabinoid receptors. Yarrow Palm also hits that same receptor. So we're doing a lot of the same things with those two oils. So if you're having really intense emotions, when you're on this, you might want to cut down to like a half dose. You can get rid of perhaps like the black pepper or the pink pepper and switch it out with frankincense. Another one is green mandarin, maybe in your water while you're doing this, or you can change it out for one of these other oils. Like I said, nobody's the same. It's not one size fits all. Everybody's going to have a couple different things that work for them or not. But the green mandarin, like I said, is really good for flushing toxins, and it will offset that emotional release. So maybe just add it to the blend, but it kind of like kind of gives your body that fortification against the onslaught of emotions. And then one more thing is Siberian fir is an anti-cellulite, so you can add that one too. And then there's always frankincense. Frankincense is great at balancing emotions, and it's just going to be helpful all over in your body. So there's just some variations you can try if these ones aren't working for you. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do this, it's 2 drops of each, like I said, in a capsule. And here they are. Love these two. So doTERRA sells these capsules. You can, if you're like, hey, I don't want to wait 3 days for my order, you can also get them at like Fred Meyer's or the they call it the hippie store, the natural food store by Winco in Medford. This is like 160 capsules, so it lasts a long time. So they're just these very cool. If you've never seen these, if you've never done them, they're just little veggie caps. They pop open. You can put the oil in them, put the lid back on, and take it. These ones are vegan. So you're supposed to take these twice a day, and then you're supposed to take a Mito 2 Max with them. And Mito 2 Max is a supplement that doTERRA has. It's an herbal supplement. You don't want to take it after like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It will keep you up. It is called Mito because it works with the mitochondria. And the mitochondria, as you know, is the powerhouse of the cell. And without it, our cells would just go blah. And it just kind of acts, so it's activating your body at that cellular level to get all your cells moving, to get everything else moving. The mitochondria is super important. I'm not going to get into a science lesson with you guys right now because, let's face it, I've already been droning on for 12 minutes and 20 seconds. But there is also, there's several herbal ingredients in the Mito 2 Max, which I did not bring over. That was smart. But one of them is ashwagandha. If I said that right, it's a miracle. But it is an herb used since ancient times, whatever time is considered ancient times. And it helps with stress, pain, and metabolism. And one of the doctors on our doctors panel at convention mentioned that, I don't know if she mentioned it at convention, I wasn't at convention, but she's one of the doctors from the panel, has mentioned that it is critical for weight loss. It is really important for bringing healthy circulation to your body and just kind of getting things moving. So Mito 2 Max is going to be your energy boost. It's got your B vitamins. It's got no, I can't think. I don't have it in front of me. Lipozine, not lipozine. Anyway, it's got a lot of the herbs in it that you will find in most herbal energy blends to keep you going. Got it right here. There it is. So it has this one, alpha lipoic acid. I knew it was something to lift up about. So alpha lipoic acid, and it's an antioxidant for cellular energy. So it's really important to get those cells going. Reba, oh, okay, you have found them at Gooseberries, but not at Fred Meyer's. Good to know. Fred Meyer's natural section seems to have gotten a little slim the last time I got there. I always go to the health food store in Medford. That's my go-to place. It's right next to Winco. Or like I said, you can just throw these on your next order. So thank you for that good information. So then there's also ginseng, which we know is good for energy and stress and memory. And then the ashwagandha. It helps lowers those cortisol levels. That's right. And cortisol, as we know, is a stress hormone that it tells our body we're stressed out, and then it's telling our body save everything. We are going to go fight a big crazy dinosaur soon, and we need to save all this food for energy. And we need to tell that cortisone, oh, dinosaurs are gone. We're good. We don't need to store all this energy. So that is what the ashwagandha does. So these 4 beautiful oils, oh, you can't even see them. Oh, and now they're backwards. Anyway, forget that. These 4 beautiful oils and Mito 2 Max twice a day will do wonders for you. Even if you're one of those 2 or 3 people that don't lose weight, this is going to do amazing things for your system at the cellular level, for your digestive tract, for your energy levels. This is not going to hurt you. This can only do you good things. So what I would love to do is I'm going to put up some more information in our file, in our team. We have a little file area. I'm going to put up some information and some graphics, and I'm going to put up a little 2-week challenge between now and New Year's. And just anyone that's doing this, I'd love for you to chime in with your likes, your dislikes, things that are going well, things that aren't going well, and we can help each other out. Tell me if you're using some of these other things like the green mandarin or the Siberian fir or the frankincense because you didn't like something else. And let's just support each other and see how it goes. See what the reaction is. I've been doing it for about a week now. I definitely have more energy. And here's the funny thing. Those of you that know me, I am a sweet nerd. So black pepper is used to help with addiction, like tobacco, and it's supposed to stop cravings. Dude, I'm not hungry. Me. That's crazy talk, okay? The other night, I was like, I could have dinner. I could not. My husband was like, are you getting sick? I'm like, no. He's like, something's wrong. I don't think I've ever heard you skip a meal on purpose. I think it's this. I'm not positive, but it started after I started taking those. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go because I've been rambling for like 15 minutes, but I hope that gave you some information about this stuff, about these awesome oils, and I hope that you guys will join me in trying this out. Doesn't hurt to try, and if you have any questions, please post them. I'm going to be posting up a file probably in the next 20 minutes here, okay? Have a good night. Bye.